All right, let's get started at the top of the mat. So since your feet are about hip width apart, you've got a slight bend through your knees. And we just want to feel like a little bit of buoyancy through the legs. So not really locked out through the knees. And then get the sense of the back of your head just aligning over your sacrum, so the lower back. Okay. And then from there, we take the hands to the backs of the thighs, so just underneath the sit bones. And as we inhale, feel for lifting through the chest, so the collarbones spread wide. And then as we exhale, we're going to follow the legs down, so the hands stay at the back of the legs. We fold forward completely, let the back of the head go. Maybe give your head a little nod from side to side with any tension that's collected there. And then as you inhale, we're going to come all the way up. So the hands stay at the back of the legs, chest wide open, collarbones spread. We're going to go down again on the exhale. So hands move down the back of the legs, chin tucked in, back of the neck long. And this time we're going to stay down for a full inhale and a full exhale. Then we're going to come all the way back up again. Come inhale as chest lifts, collarbones spread wide. We go forward fold again on the exhale. So the back of the neck is long again. This time we'll take an inhale halfway, so get a little bit more length in the spine. The chin is tucked, the back of the neck is long. And then we'll fold forward on the exhale. But this time we'll stay down for 2 full rounds of breath. So feel where your belly rests on your thighs. Maybe your knees are slightly bent to help with the hamstrings, particularly if it's early for you. Okay, and then the next inhale, we'll press through the legs to come all the way up again. The hands still at the back of the legs. Chest expands, collarbones spread. And then we go forward again on the exhale. Okay, so hands comes to shins. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. So chin is tucked, back of the neck is long. And then we fold forward again on the exhale. This time we stay for 3 breaths. So just aiming to get the belly to rest on the thighs best you can. But really focus on that area at the back of the head relaxing. So where the neck and the skull bones meet. You get this sense on the last breath that the breath is cooling the front of the brain. It's that area where a lot of our thoughts collect. Okay, and then from there, press through the feet again. Come all the way up on the inhale. Chest wide, collarbones spread. And then release the arms on the exhale. So it's going to walk to the back of the mat. We're going to do a variation of sun salutations, but it's a lot more kind of calming. So really good if your mind's pretty active. So from the back of the mat, feet are hip width apart. We inhale, the arms come up. So get a nice long spine, send sit bones down, and then start to squat down so your hips come down towards your heels. Chest stays lifted. From there, we put the hands on the floor. So inhale, we walk into a tabletop position. And then we tuck the toes and exhale into downward facing dog. From here, inhale, step the right foot forward. So come up into warrior 1 legs. Inhale the arms up. And then maybe stay in here for the exhale as we start to deepen into the pose. So feeling for a deeper lunge through the legs. Back leg is working here. And then from there, as you inhale, start to straighten the front leg. So feel the length through the side of the body. And then as you exhale, we start to fold over the front leg. So maintaining as much length as possible through the spine. Remember, you can bring that back foot in a little bit. We take an inhale, halfway lifts, come right up onto the fingertips, get lots and lots of length through the spine again. And then let your body fold over the front leg as you exhale, while your chin tucks in towards your chest. Okay. Take a deep breath in the forward fold. Plant your palms, step back to plank as you exhale, and then come forward on the inhale, lower all the way on an exhale. Cobra, inhale, so upper body lifts, thighs engaged to reach back. Lower your chest down, pull your navel to your spine, then press back to down dog as you exhale. Do the same again on the left foot, so left foot forward, come up to warrior one as you inhale. So it's going to move pretty slow this morning, coming into the lunge a little bit deeper as you exhale. So you want to feel for the front hip in line with the front knee. So we're lowering it down like that much. And then arms come up by the side and the back thigh is engaged. So then from there we take an inhale, feeling the side of the ribs lifting. And stay for exhale as you let your shoulders relax. And then the inhale, straighten the front leg. Keep lifting through the spine. And then as you exhale, extend, extend, extend. So keep lengthening the spine. Keep reaching the elbows forward. Hands come down to the floor. Take an inhale, halfway lift. So you just want to extend the spine a little bit more. And then fold over the leg as you exhale. So take a breath in there, chin tuck, back of the neck long. And then as you exhale, step straight back to downward facing dog. Take another full feeling breath in here. Feel the sides and back of the ribs move. Keep the chin tucked, the back of the neck long. And then the next inhale, put your knees down, come back into a tabletop position. And then walk your hands back so we come back to the squat position as you exhale. So arms come up. From there, we're going to press through the legs to come all the way up on the inhale. And then fold forward with legs straight as you exhale. So you can have a little bend in your knees here. Peace fingers, grab your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And then folding forward over the front thighs as you exhale. Let the back of the neck go again. From there, release the grip of your toes. Come up into chair pose. Inhale, so chest lifts. Again, letting the shoulders slide down the back. And then straighten your legs, hands to heart as you exhale. Just pause there for a moment. Let's take a full feeling breath in. Just notice how the energy moves down a little in this type of sun salutation. So it's more about bringing the energy down into the body rather than up into the mind. So we're going to do a couple of them today. Inhale, arms up. Get nice and long through the side of the body. Sit down as you exhale, so hips come to heels. Walk your hands forward to tabletop. That's an inhale. Tuck your toes, press to down dog on the exhale. Warrior one, step the right foot forward. Inhale to come up. Deepen into the lunge on an exhale. Take another inhale, feel the ribs lift. Start to straighten that front leg. And then as you exhale, extend forward. Take a halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Fold forward over the front leg as you breathe out. . Plant your palms, take an inhale, step back to plank. And then lower all the way on the exhale. Come into a cobra, inhale, feel the heart forward as the upper back squeezes. And then belly to spine, press back to down dog as you exhale. Left foot forward for warrior one. Come up again on the inhale. And then feel for deepening the lunge on the exhale. So want to sit down a little deeper. Back thigh is working. Slight forward bend in the upper body, so not so much of a back bend. And then we take an inhale here to lift through the ribs as the front leg straightens. And then extend through the spine as you exhale. So keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Hands reach the floor. Take an inhale halfway, so chin is tucked. Back of the neck long. Palms plant, step straight back to down dog as you exhale. Spread out through the palms of your hands here as you breathe in. And then out through your feet. So spread out through the toes as you breathe out. Inhale, knees down, come into tabletop. Walk your hands back as you exhale, sink hips to heels. So the arms come up there. And then the breath in, you press through the legs to come up. Folding forward at the hips as you breathe out. So peace fingers, grab your big toes. Take an inhale halfway. It's nice long spine again, chin is tucked. Forward fold as you breathe out. Can bend your knees as much as you need. And then from there, bend the knees, arms up, come up into chair pose. So the chest is lifting. Knees back over the heels. Take an inhale. And then straighten the legs, hands to heart on the exhale. All right, one more like that. Inhale, arms up, nice long spine. Sit down, hips to heels as you breathe out. Plant palms to the floor, come to tabletop, inhale. Tuck your toes, press to down dog on the exhale. Right foot steps for warrior one, inhale. So front knee stays bent there again. Sinking in a little deeper on the exhale. And then the inhale, front leg straightens, the ribs lift. Keep extending the spine forward as you exhale. So lengthen, 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 lengthen. Take a halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Fold over the front leg as you breathe out. So remember you can keep a bend in your front knee. Then plant your palms, inhale, step back to plank. Lower all the way as you exhale. Come into a cobra again, feeling your legs reach back. That's an inhale. Navel to spine, toes tuck, down dog on the exhale. Warrior one, inhale, left foot forward, arms come up. Sink in a little deeper on the breath out. And then inhale as the front leg begins to straighten, the ribs lift up again. Keep extending the spine forward as you exhale, so really lengthen. Feel the arms reach as you do so. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, chin stays tucked. Plant the palms, step just to down dog as you exhale and pause here again. So if shoulders are tweaking this pose, you can always do this with your elbows on the floor, so more of a forearm like dolphin type position. Otherwise, take a big breath through the back of the body, so feel the side and the back of the ribs expand as you breathe in. And feel your sit bones reach up as you breathe out. Inhale, knees go down. Tabletop. Walk your hands back as you exhale. So come back to the squat. Hips are on the heels, arms are up in the air. Inhale, press through the legs to come up. Forward fold on the exhale. Peace fingers grab big toes. Inhale, halfway lift, so lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Folding forward as you breathe out. Release the toes, bend your knees, come up to chair. Inhale, big breath. And then straighten the legs, hands to the heart as you exhale. Yeah. Relax your arms by your side. Little bend through your knees again. Just feeling for the quality of the energy descending. So down into your feet, your legs, your calves, your thighs. And then from there, we're going to step the right foot forward. Come into a triangle pose. Okay. So right toes face straight ahead. Left toes are parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale your right arm straight up. Extend through the right side of your ribcage, so really lengthen your right arm forward and just bring that to the shin to begin with. Left arm straight up. So look up towards the left fingertips and just check that that left arm is not too far back, that it's actually reaching straight up. Okay, now there's an option to bring your fingertips to the floor here, or you can just keep your hands on the shin or a block. Okay. And then from there, we're going to add an arm movement in. So as you inhale, the arm will come over the head. So you're really opening through the left side of the ribs. And then as you exhale, you'll take the left arm back towards your left leg. So we go again. Inhale, arm comes over. And then exhale to take it back. We'll do 3 more like that. So inhale as the arm comes over, maybe extending your breath a little bit. Exhale to move the arm back. Last 2. Inhale, arm comes over. Exhale to take it back. Last 1. Inhale, arm comes over, and this time we're going to hold. So as the arm reaches over the head, we want to feel for opening through the left side of the rib cage. At the same time, the navel twists skyward. So you want to feel like the right rib cage is rotating up. And then from there, we're going to inhale for 4. Hold the breath in for 1. And exhale for 4. We'll do 1 more like that. Inhale for 4. Hold the breath in for 1. And exhale for 4. And then use that left arm to come all the way up. Inhale. Woo! Parallel your feet for a moment. Just pause there as you exhale. So we pause in the center. We notice the change from left to right. One side feels way more spacious. And then changing sides, so the left toes reach straight forward and the right toes turn parallel. Inhale the left arm straight up. Remember again, we want to extend, extend, extend as we breathe out. So the left hand to the shin to start with, take the right arm parallel. So it's like a diagonal to the left. And gazing up just helps me gauge where that arm is. I'm usually way back. Okay, and then if you want, you can take your hand, that's the left hand, a little deeper. We're going to add in the arm movement. So as you inhale, take the right arm over this time. It's really feeling the opening through the right side of the rib cage. And as you exhale, the right arm will come back. We'll go again, inhale, right arm over. And as you exhale, the right arm will come back. So do 3 more like that. Twisting the navel skyward as the arm comes over. And reaching the arm back. And then 2 more. Inhale, really feel, particularly the right side, which is where the liver is, can often keep us overheated, not just physically, but mentally. And inhale the right arm over, and this time we'll hold. So just looking somewhere that doesn't aggravate your neck. And then we'll inhale for 4. Hold the breath for 1. And exhale for 4. We'll go again. Inhale for 4. Hold the breath for 1. And exhale for 4. And then using that right arm, bring the body all the way up as you inhale. Parallel the feet on exhale. Hands on the hips. So as you inhale, feel the chest lift up, get long through the spine, and then fold forward on the exhale. So both hands are on the floor. Take an inhale halfway. And then as you exhale, bring the left hand to the floor, take the right arm straight up. So the left hand is underneath the left shoulder. We're going to do the same thing with the arm. So as you inhale, you'll reach the right arm forwards, like you're reaching towards the front of the room. And then as you exhale, you'll take the right arm up. So we go again. Inhale, right arm forward, lengthen, extend. And exhale, up. So again, remember if the arm, shoulder thing going on, modify. Inhale, arm forward. Exhale, arm up. You can maybe work with an elbow bend there. Last 2. Inhale, arm reaches, extend. Exhale to take it up. Maybe a little bend through the right knee there. Last time. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Up as you exhale. And then use the inhale breath to come all the way up. Arms by your side as you exhale. Just pause there. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. And then we go the other side. So hands are on the hips. Take an inhale. Folding forward on the exhale. This time right hand to the floor. Right wrist under right shoulder. Inhale, left arm up. And then reaching the left arm forward. Taking it back to diagonal as you breathe out. Little bend through the left knee maybe. Inhale to reach the left arm forward. Exhale, left arm reaches, navel twists a little more. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, really expand through the ribs. Twist in on the exhale. Again, little bend through left knee. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale to twist. Final one. Inhale to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale to twist. Twist, twist, twist. And then come all the way up on the inhale. This time fold fully as you exhale, both hands on the floor. So take a halfway lift, inhale, flat back. And folding forward on the exhale. So we're going to be here for about a minute. Maybe a slight bend through both knees here, and really feel for the connection through the feet. So you want to feel the big toe mound, the little toe mound and the heel all plugging in. And then from that place you can reach your sit bones up as your head goes down. Easy, steady breaths. The in 4, out 4. Maybe you can extend that a little more. In 5, out 5. And then the next inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Hands to hips as you exhale. Try and keep your torso parallel to the floor. And then press through the legs to come all the way up on the inhale. Toe heel your feet back together as you exhale. So Before we go down to the floor, we're going to work one balance. And you can do this against the wall if you just feel like it's one of those days that you need a bit more support. Otherwise, the right leg stays on the floor. Bring the left knee in towards the chest. So you can stay here. That's perfectly okay. Stay here until you feel that your right butt cheek is completely engaged. And then take the left arm back if that's an option for you. So your right hand remains on the shin. If you are having an up-level type of day, you can start to take your left heel forward. So you've got your right hand over the top of your left foot. And you're twisting your navel towards the left. So it's really about rinsing through the internal organs. Keeping the legs steady as the chest lifts. Okay, take one more big breath in here as you twist, twist, twist from the navel. And then bring everything in really slow. Take your time. Release. Pause there. Mentally prepare to go to the other side. So bring the right knee in. These balancing poses really good to balance our brain, so we're not in too much like overthinking, which is our tendency as humans. So again, you want to engage the left leg, left butt cheek. Keep the left hand on the right shin as you take that right arm back. So that's the first part. If that's a bit wobbly, remember there's a wall. And then if you want to go deeper, the left hand comes across the right foot and the right heel presses forward. Just keep lifting up through the chest. Keep twisting the navel to the right. And keep focused gaze on one spot. It's a steady gaze. And bring everything back through center. Inhale. Lower that right leg down as you exhale. Come to step at the top of the mat. Feet are a little bit apart. Inhale, arms reach. Lengthen, lengthen. Forward fold as you exhale. Okay. Take a halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Plant your palms, step back to plank. And lower all the way as you exhale. Stay down. So we're going to come into a couple of little baby cobras here. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Now if you need to take your feet a little bit wider, that's better for your back, do that. Otherwise, legs together. From here, inhale, chest lifts. Chin remains tucked and the upper back working. And then exhale, lower. Forehead to the floor. We'll go again. Inhale to lift. Upper back working, elbows in. And exhale to lower. Again, inhale to come up, maybe a little bit higher this time. As the upper back starts to strengthen. And exhale to lower. We're going to come up the last time, and this time we're going to hold. So as you inhale, come up as high as you can without using your hands. So yes, the hands are on the floor, but they're really barely working. We're going to stay here for 4 breaths. So reaching the thighs back. Sit bones reach back towards the heels, palms of the hands super, super light. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly lower all the way down. Favorite cheek to the mat. Relax your arms by the sides. Take an inhale. And a full exhale. And changing cheeks, opposite cheek to the earth. Another big breath. And a breath out. And from there, plant your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. And then walk your feet through to a seat. So we'll come into what is it's like a semi shoulder stand, so it's not a full kind of vertical shoulder stand. I'll show you first, just so you can have a visual, and then we'll go in together. So you're in a normal shoulder stand, you're like super vertical, so you're reaching all the way up, whereas this one, your hands are more towards your lower back and the legs are at more of an angle. It just means that there's a bit more support there in the base of the spine. So if you're not already in, come on in. But it also just helps a bit of the back of the neck, so it takes a lot of tension off that little knobbly bit at the back of our neck. So if this is really, really, really intense for you today, you can always do legs up the wall, something like that. We are going to be here for about a minute. So if you're working with eyes closed, then obviously your awareness is inward. If your eyes are open, just focus on one point so that your mind starts to still a little bit. And we're going to work on just smoothing out the breath, so nothing too complicated. Just try to get it so that your inhale moves effortlessly into your exhale. And then the exhale into the inhale, so there's no kind of gaps in the breath. We've got about 5 more breaths here. So we do have some activation in the legs. We are lifting slightly. And obviously the arms are supporting the weight of the body. The chin is tucked. And then slowly support yourself how you need to come out. Just bring your feet flat, knees bent. Take a moment there. Just allow for the absorption of, it's like the after effect of that pause. And then roll over onto one side. Come on up to kneeling. So this is an interesting one. Probably not the best thing to do if you've just eaten breakfast. But we're going to work so that your fists are going to be like either side of the navel. So just on the either side of your belly button. The thumbs come inside the fist and then the knuckles wrap around. I'll show you what we're going to do first and then we'll do it together. So you'll take an inhale and then as you exhale, you kind of like lift your belly up and come into a forward fold. So your fists are pressing quite deeply into your belly. It's like a really effective massage for particularly the intestines, which, you know, have many different things that we're not going to go into now, but it's just, trust me, it's good for your belly. All right, so thumbs inside, fingers around, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, kind of lift your belly up a little bit and let your fists move in. Then come into this forward folding situation. So you might not get all the way to the mat, that's fine. Just fold into what you can do. And then just keep breathing in and out through the belly best you can, but the pressure with your fists remains. So you're constantly keeping your fists held in. So you might feel a little pulse going on in there, which is usually an indication of some kind of stuckness there that needs to move on. So it gives us an insight into where we're holding tension in our belly. And then, of course, the breath kind of works as a self-massage situation there. We've got 5 more breaths here. Maybe move your hands in a different position for the last few breaths. If there's somewhere that just feels like it needs a bit of attention. Alrighty, come all the way up as you inhale. Rest your hands on your thighs, exhale. It's like, oh my God, I can feel my belly. All right, and then we're going to move into the final pose, which is a twist called Ardha Matsyendrasana, which sounds a lot more complicated than it is. So the bottom knee is bent, that's the right knee, and the left knee comes on top. So actually, that's a lie. I've got my left knee bent. So left knee is bent, right knee is on top. Left knee on the bottom, right knee on top. Right foot is on the floor. So you want to press down through the inner edge of the right foot. Take the right hand behind the back, and then as you inhale, lift up through your left arm. And you can either just hook with your elbow like this, which is good if it's early and you're not feeling too open just yet. If you are a little bit more open, you can take the left elbow outside of the right knee. Okay. And then from there, we want to lift up again. So lifting like the crown of the head skyward as the sit bones plug down. I actually like the elbow one regardless because it helps to bring the knee in towards the chest, the little hook of the elbow. And that knee into the chest just helps to massage out the lower belly a little bit more. And then just twisting in on the exhale. Okay, take a deep breath into the belly. Maybe twist a little more. On the breath out, keep pressing through that right foot. Awesome work. And then come back through center. Inhale, release your legs. Change sides. So this time you will have your right knee on the bottom and your left foot is on the top. So the left foot is pressing down into the mat there. You want to aim to try and get your sit bones on the floor. So maybe sit on something if they don't. Left hand behind, inhale, reaching up through the right, and then hook the right elbow into the left knee, or you can take it outside. If you're doing the hook, which is what I'm doing, hug the knee in towards your chest just to apply that little bit of pressure on the lower left side of the belly. So just help massage out any tension there in the lower intestines. And then keep the crown of the head reaching up as the sit bones reach down. Deep breath into the belly. Twist in to the left as you breathe out. Keeping the gaze steady. Keep the mind still. And then back through center, inhale. Unravel your legs as you exhale. Come down onto your back. Take your feet out wide, let your knees knock into the midline. You can bring your hands to your belly perhaps. Chin is tucked, back of your neck long. Let's just do a little bit of down regulating breath. So we'll inhale together. Exhale together. And then inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do one more. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then from there, just extend your legs down a few minutes, maybe a minute or two for Shavasana as you take your ankles out wide. Walk your arms down your back, palms upward facing. And then let your entire body rest there. This breath is natural. Mind is still. And then from there, bring your ankles to touch as you extend your arms over your head. It's a full body stretch. Maybe arching your upper ribs away from the floor. Point your toes. Big breath. Lengthen out. And then relax your arms by your side as you breathe out. Knees over to one side. Just let yourself rest on one side for a moment. And then from there, helping yourself up as you breathe in. Either kneeling or cross-legged as you breathe out. Then bring your hands to your heart. Just being mindful of the shifts for you internally. And just remember that this quality of energy is in you now for the rest of the day. So it's just all about coming back to this moment and remembering throughout the day to anchor in the breath. So take a deep breath in together and a full breath out. Namaste.